Yeehaw! Okay, hang on. Ah, there we are. Okay, good morning, evening, whatever. So it's been about 2 weeks since my last video, pretty much because busy as heck. We've been canning a lot, so life's good, but you know, it's kind of sad. You see the growing season and everything coming to an end, but you know, we spent the day getting a lot done in the yard and that, so so start out, I'm kind of walking through the garden because, you know, it's nice. I'm kind of glad harvesting is getting done because we're on pushing 350 jars canned, and we still are not done. We still got ample stuff in here, but we did that, probably got about 200 to 300 spicy peppers, all dehydrated. A lot of the eggplant pulled. Yeah, I know some of you people in the south and all that, you know, you shouldn't really complain about the weather, but part of the weather around here is we had a lot of rain, so it did split the hell out of a lot of our stuff, but we still have ample stuff. So, you know, like I was, hang on. Okay, there we go. Hit the wrong button. Fat fingers syndrome. So anyway, yeah, I mean, we still got stuff going left in here. If you look, we got a couple of zucchini that are growing and that, so we're just gonna let them fill in so we can have a little filler with anything else we're doing. Currently, what we're gonna be doing with tomatoes, since we have enough spaghetti sauce, we have enough stewed tomatoes, we have enough chili, we have enough tomato jam. So we're going to be making some, hopefully, spicy Thai chili sauce. Some stuff kind of like you get in the restaurants, and then kind of like a McDonald's Szechuan sauce that they used to have, the one good sauce that actually I really like, so therefore they can't have it, just because they're assholes, I guess. I don't know. But, so we're going to try cloning that, see how that goes. So we would like to get to that today. Whether or not we do, that's another thing. So back to the garden. So aside of that, you know, what we had here, this for more next year right here, some raspberries gifted from a friend of ours and that, so we got them planted up in the herb area next year. And see, some of our herbs are starting to go get ready, like this one right here is the pineapple sage with the red flowers, and these down here are called the root beer plant because they actually taste like root beer and that. So, and then we got some oregano over here growing, so we're gonna see how that goes and everything. Did lose some sunflowers. We still got a couple of them. They're about 10 feet tall right now. We'll see how long they last. We've had really crappy and really iffy weather. So, yeah. We do have beets planted down here, though, so we're going to be running them almost to the end. And, our second area of eggplants, we actually did get some starting there, so hopefully those will last right there. And a couple of ghost peppers down there. Pretty much with the exception of that, maybe a lone okra plant and sunflowers. Not much left on this bed. We basically got cleaned out. As you can see with a lot of the bean cage too, it's basically dead. You know, we did good on beans. We had a lot, so we really can't complain. You know, but you know, if you look at the tomatoes and that, we still have ample tomatoes on there, and right down here, and you know, the Romas alone, we have a lot of them. So we'll be doing good on there. We got a lot of green peppers coming yet, so again, we probably got a good couple months in that up there before I'm finishing up here. And we got the reapers down there finally starting to turn. And now that a lot of the stuff has died away, they actually kind of show off a little bit better some of the pumpkins we got, if you can see them. Right down there. And yeah, it was kind of funny because all those pumpkins back there, we all were all from seeds that we tilled up from last year. So, and again, I want to iterate too, and a lot of these plants we did get from the Amish. And these right here, these basket of fires. So these are actually chili peppers. These are a very mild chili pepper, but very tasty. And they look similar to the red ones of the basket of fire. And these things, I gotta tell you, went absolutely nuts this year. And you can see there's plenty more still on them. As well as I'll kind of sneak back here if I can. If you look over there, you know, and the Tide Dragons, they have been excellent and awesome this year. Gotten a lot off them. Our okra, you know, currently it's about between 5 and 6 feet. We've been pulling a couple, probably about 2 to 3 pounds a week now off of these. And like everybody else in the area too, you can see, you know, we still got a lot of green tomatoes, but they got some really nice size ones yet. So, you know, some splitting. You know, like right here, and then kind of wait for these to turn green and kind of put my hand down here to give you the size of them. But, and over here, some more of the bigger Amish paste ones. And those, again, very thick, meaty tomato. They did awesome for canning. We definitely will be doing them next year. So that means we'll be going to Amish probably about 7-8 times extra to basically see what's up there. So moving along right there. We've been going since about 6 o'clock today, this morning, and we did manage to get everything burned over here. And finally got rid of the tree stump, so we have a whole bunch of more kindling in reserve right there for fires. Pretty much fired up the rototiller and just ran it out just to get the gas out. And finally, if you can see right where I am to the fire pit is about 8 feet, or about 15 feet from the shed there. Where I'm standing, this is about 2 years ago. This was the max we had because of the damage of tree over and all that, and you know, insect nests and hill growing over it. And finally it is all once again flat. So this is one good victory we had this weekend. I wanted to get it done, and we actually reclaimed this part of the yard here. So we'll be set next year. You know, something else we can do right here. I'm thinking maybe an outdoor kitchen or something. We'll have to surprise the missus. And then anyway, other things we got done. We put up that shed in the box and that, and this is basically, and what we did. It was $79.99, which is about half the cost of Fleet Farm. We got it at Menards. And we're going to keep basically the rest of our stuff in here, like wire and tomato cages. And it will be full by the end of the year. And then kind of up here, a little rigging up job I did right here for our 6-foot poles. And I did use some fencing inside here, just for the simple fact it will, you know, basically hold any snow on here. So, because I really don't want to set these up anymore. I want this to be done. So back here, after clearing it out right here, as soon as we get the garden ripped off, we got our little collection of handy dandy chicken poo for some fertilizer boosting. And coming around, still looking around for other stuff too. We also kind of got lucky too, because we found a couple clearance racks. And I was no dummy. For $3.45 on clearance, the big 5.6 pounds of preen, that was a no-brainer. So we got 6 of them. Well, three more things of Osmocote for $3.50 on clearance. So we're doing okay. What we see like I said, in the garden right here, this was our first year doing raised beds, so we made a lot of mistakes. Not bad. First of all, like I say, you make a mistake, don't view it as a mistake. Bull crap. Learn as experience and a lesson. And we expected to get maybe 150 or 250 pounds of food out of here. I'll tell you what, we probably pushed about 400, 450 right now, as it is. And like I say, 5 months ago, this was a frickin' field, or a upstairs, useless part of the yard and property. And it's been good. If I would have to guess, we probably spent about $45, $50 the entire year on produce for the family. The rest we grew. And that was only, a good example was, 25 pounds of carrots for candy, because, like, I don't have the time. I didn't have the space, I didn't have the time, and we had enough to do. But when we're looking back, just from what we see right now, we're looking at probably about 30 to 40% efficiency in this garden area. So we're already looking forward to what we're going to do next year. We'll tend to do a lot of our shopping. We've actually already purchased a lot of the seeds for next year, but warning with the panic buyers too, and and this crap with canning jars is freaking ridiculous. However, we were blessed. For the most part, we did stock up on lids. We did not have an issue. I don't know what the hell the scuttlebutt is with the canning lids online that everyone's saying they're blowing up and everything. Shit, we're reusing ours, okay? We are using some of the Walmart ones, and from the only thing we can figure out, and a lot of people around here, like for us, okay, I think we lost one jar, and 1 or 2 didn't seal worth of crap, but oh well. I mean, that's not bad. You're talking 1 out of every 150 jars, and that happens, period. But I mean, so as far as I can tell, most of the people online are having all these issues with lids. And of course they have to have the ball ones, but they don't want to try anyone else, but they'll piss and moan saying they don't work. So I don't know. I guess nearest I can figure is they're not inspecting them, or they're not sterilizing them, or cranking them as tight as heck in that one, or over tightening them. I don't know. All I can say is what we're doing is it's working. So hey. But I did have to pony up about $11.50 for some half-gallon jars, which kind of sucked. And I didn't foresee having them, but we started storing a lot of dry ingredients and herbs that we bought up and stocked up at the Amish and that. So we did run out in that, because I mean, realistically, I'll bet you we bought close to 60 of them, and what we had and all that. So excuse me, you got some noise in the background. Hey, kids! What? Quiet. Busy. No, you can go in. Yeah, go ahead. Okay? Just behave yourself, or it won't be a simple caning this time. Did I say that? Anyway. Yeah, before I was so rudely interrupted. Yeah, going back in, for the canning and that, it's like, so I mean, we had our issues finding jars, but lesson learned again. We weren't suffering. It's just kind of a more pain in the ass using more pints and half pints and quarts and that, but that's okay. So in 2-3 months, when everybody gives up, or they're getting rid of them, or the stores finally stock up and they're going to over purchase and end up putting them on sale, well, then we'll go buy them. I just remember to get about 100 so more quarts this year for the family, and well, you'd think we'd be set, but maybe not. Those were actually in pretty short supply, and probably in our 60 or so half-gallon ones. The standard lids we had a lot. I actually had someone at work offer me $5 for a dozen lids. I said, I go, you standard or wide one? He goes, wide one. I said, no way in hell. Not so much. We did have, we had enough for our canning. We had some left over, but the one thing with the wide mouth, those are basically just for the half gallons and that. So we did keep them up. So yeah, we're lessons learned again. But yeah, so I mean, besides being this is one more step towards self-sufficiency, and as far as being a good steward of the environment too. Again, we got like right here, we purchased this. And we're gonna adapt this to probably go right off the top of the shed back there with for a collection of rainwater, and that will hold 325 gallons. And we would like to find another one or two, because if one or two would actually probably be enough, that we would have enough rainwater for this entire garden, probably for the year, with a couple of good rains, maybe fill them up once, and that's it. And that would be it. One thing we were blessed with a lot this year were a lot of pollinators, and a lot of things, especially in today's world where people complain, or it's like nobody, there's all these endangered species. You never see anything. Even today, my kids are chasing around like 4 or 5 different tree frogs and toads they found. They mostly disappeared, but we had a lot of honeybees this year in our yard. I'm going through monarch butterflies, hummingbirds. Our garden alone, the hummingbirds love the okra. So I mean, at the very least, and one thing with okra, I mean, I'll tell you what, once it grows, it'll grow next to anything. You don't even have to look up companion planting with okra, because it'll pretty much grow next to anything. It's not an easy plant to grow at first. It's easy to get discouraged because the first couple months you'll probably get about 6 inches high. But then they'll have a growth spurt, and every time you cut them, you get about 4 to 5 seed pods per plant. But I mean, if you cut them back every week, you'll have it taken care of. So realistically, for maybe a 5 by 5 foot plot, you can put about 30 plants, and maybe 3 to 4 pounds a week, which is enough for a family of what you're going to actually eat. It's excellent vitamins, and it's a good filler. It thickens up stews and gumbos really good. So I mean, it's like, well, we like it, so you can't do much about it. But again, you might want to consider that. But like I said, it's the same as with the loofah gourds too, in that those things were, bite your nails and that, and see if you could and see how they went in that, because you're unsure, because they took forever. So we'll have to go check it out and that, and we're gonna go down there, and right now I'll kind of show you what I mean with them. There, and go over there. Show her as my lovely bride to be on the lawnmower. Anyway, we're talking with the loofah gourds. Don't wait till she passes by. Right here, now we can see them dying away. A lot of the foliage, now you can see exactly what they look like a little bit more up close. And right here, a little reference here, this is a 20-ounce bottle versus right here. So, and this is what they actually make the sponges out of. See, like right here on the okra on the upper top, don't look like much of the plant or it's thick, but the 3 pods right there. Tomatoes are still going. A little tomato plant nobody wanted too, and I'm fighting to hold on to these yet. What's left of our cherry tomato plants and that, but she wants to rip them down, rightfully so. It's not it. If she wants, I suppose that's fine. Chickens, Except for the one unfortunately lost, they're all still doing real well, so we go in there and you get a little better look at them. Yeah. And then we didn't get around to it, but you know, you can see right now we started sealing the driveway, and right here is where we plan to put our new sheds. And well, unfortunately, again, it ain't gonna happen till next year, but it is what it is. So that's basically about it for what we got going on this weekend. As I said, I'm the bride, as you can hear, and just got done mowing the front lawn, so we got that taken care of. And I think we're gonna head out and do a little stocking up on some supplies, a little bit of grocery shopping. We don't need too much, but yeah, we'll go there, see what they have on bargains and clearance and all that. And then we get a few more things at Fleet Farm for more projects, like we don't have enough to do anyway. And then head back and hopefully get some canning done tonight. So right here we got probably about a bushel or so in there. Look, actually, yeah, there's something else I didn't get to brag about or show off. So anyway, we'll head into our happy little home here. So we got a bunch of tomatoes right here, just ready to go to get stewed and everything. And our first little mini pumpkin that, well, the vine died, so I may as well pick it there. So that's all good. And you know, a lot of the peppers we picked out and that. We got more. Right here, these are all going to be taken out for the sweet chili sauce, and we've been using them. These things have been fantastic. The lemon boys right here, very tasty. Got a little bit sweeter, low acid tomato, but very awesome. Right here, these are a pepper fulgias, and we missed these big ones over here. Basically because they're growing into the tomato plant, and what these are, again, they're called pepper fulgias, or you can get them under the name jalapeno. And the reason they're called that, because they're basically a jalapeno taste with no heat whatsoever. Not that there's a lot anyway in a jalapeno anyway. So, and then over here, as you can tell, we got nice sized Thai dragons. And we did get some of the Trinidad scorpions right here. So that's about all we got done. We did get a lot of dehydrated so far this year. So right here is our full half-gallon jar of Trinidad scorpions, one chocolate scorpions, a basket of fires, full thing of Thai dragons dehydrated. We're working on our second jar of chocolate Trinidad, which probably won't be much more than that because there's enough. Carolina Reapers, we got a lot on the plant, but they're taking forever to mature. And our habaneros, and we made a nice little sweet mix of peppers that we didn't want to go bad, so we got a whole dehydrator full right here. This was actually probably about 8 pounds of peppers in one jar. And they're actually sliced pretty big. So it's kind of amazing how much you actually get. But you know, they taste awesome when they get done. So there's something to do. Take a look at it right here. And like I said, we got more of our tomatoes ready to go in. We do use a pressure canner. We also use a water bath canner. Depending on, usually, most likely, we'll use a water bath canner for the jellies and jams, just because it's easier, and you know, that's about it. It doesn't take as long for messing around and all that. We can get stuff prepared a little bit easier. So, and again, why we use not so much for canning, but the half-gallon jars. And a good example is is if you go like right here, this is the sour cream and onion powder right here from the Amish. And it actually, you cannot reconstitute it to use as sour cream and onion. We actually use it as a addition to dips and a little bit extra flavor in soups and stews. And this stuff online, memory serves, is about $12 a pound. And I want to say we paid $3 for a pound at the Amish. And, there's no comparison. And one of these jars will hold about 4 pounds, if I'm not mistaken, of this. Same thing, and basically it's the same thing we have with the French onion soup mix and the country style chicken flavored soup bouillon base. Fantastic. You got powdered cheese down there. And the powdered cheese down there, I can attest, I paid $36 for 5 pounds online. And that was actually $2 a pound. So, you're talking a lot of money saved. And decent quality. So, and you find a lot of other things there too that you wouldn't usually find. I found a couple decent books. And if you look up here on the fridge, these stainless steel bowls, those things aren't cheap in there. And $2 to $3 a piece there. For a stainless steel bowl, I don't care. That's no contest. They score points with the missus because now I'm sitting there telling her we can update all the stuff in our kitchen. So, and this lovely stuff, remember this? You 80s kids, Tang? Yeah, drink of the astronauts. Big $8 for a big frickin' container. What does that make? Where is it? Where is that? Where does it say? Look at that. 22 quarts. Yeah. $8 for that. I remember it was $3 for a little one to make like 4 quarts in the stores and that. And parents always complain it costs too much and everything. So, not anymore. So, that's about what we're up to today. Hope you guys have an awesome day, and we'll see you next video. Winding down this year and that, so might be a little bit more sparsely and few and farther between, but we'll get there. So, everybody have a good one. Take care, and God bless.